All right. This is a follow-up video. About a year or so ago, I made a video about my comic book cabinet, um, and they're the ones on the right. Uh, and since then, a few people contacted me and asked me to do a a better video, show it a little bit better. And they had a few questions too, so I'll try to show it a little bit more this time. So basically, if you haven't seen the previous video, these are, let me show you here, safeco cabinets. And they're usually made to store art prints or blueprints. Um, so in this case, I actually got them from an art store in Oakland. They had those cabinets custom painted, and they used to store, I guess, art in them. And I saw an ad on Craigslist, and I went to take a look at them and took a few comics and see how they would fit, and they worked perfect. Actually, let me show you. Uh, Here it is. Uh, the drawer actually opens that far, but you can actually pull out a little bit more. See? And actually, you can pull a little bit more than that even, but I usually go that far. And that's what I love about this cabinet, uh, is I can pull out the door and the drawer and look at 10 comics at one time. And it's almost like they're made to store comics, but uh, all I have is CGC comics, graded comics. I'm pretty sure CBCS will also fit, and the other ones will also fit. Um, Here you have the old slab, and there you have the new ones. So you can put all new ones or all old ones. They'll fit the same way. And so there's a little bit of space here. So that's what I say. Like even if your slabs are a little bit wider, there's a little bit of space. So I think it would fit in that way too. There's a little bit more space that way. So even if I have a bigger slab for some reason, they'll still fit. Let me go from the side here so you can see how deep it is. As I said, the new slabs, they're a little bit thicker, but they fit just fine. And you can put 10 per drawer. This cabinet, there's different versions. This one, there's 10 drawers. And there's another one that's 5. The only difference is the 5, the drawers are thicker, deeper. I don't really like the 5, to be honest with you. I like the 10 so I can store more comics, and I don't need the drawers to be any deeper than this. And one of the questions somebody asked me too is this: if this is one of those cabinets that you can only open one at a time. No, you can actually open more than one drawer. Like you can have open one. See, you can open all of them if you want to. I know some cabinets they have like I think it's some kind of safety lock that you can only open one at a time. This one you don't really have to. Uh, Another question somebody asked me is about the handles. They're pretty easy to remove. I don't know if I can show you here. Maybe not. It's just a couple of screws here. So if you don't like those handles, they're really easy to remove and change them. I actually had to remove some when I painted that one. And you can see some of the scratches on the side. Like I said, they're used cabinets. They're very strong, and that's why I like this manufacturer. There are other manufacturers that make a similar cabinet. Uh, I'm not sure about the exact same size. If they are the exact same size as this one, they're probably very similar since they're designed to, store blueprints and similar items. But this manufacturer, when I looked at the cabinet and read the reviews on the other ones, this seems to be the most well well built cabinet, the strongest, I guess. Um, but let me shoot it this way. And but sometimes, if you cannot find this one and there's a different one available locally, just go take a look at it. Because that's the problem I had with these cabinets. They're very hard to find. Um, I guess you can buy them brand new, and they're, like I said, $1,400 to $1,800 on eBay. Even if you find on eBay cheaper, just the shipping alone is gonna be a couple $100 at least. So, but if you find locally, like I found them, they go for $300 to $500, depending, on the shape, how they look and how many scratches and dents. But I love those cabinets. Um, uh, as you can see, I started by displaying the comics on my wall, and they look really nice. And to me, that's the best way to display them. But as far as storing them, when you have extra comics and a lot of them, that cabinet to me is the best way to store them. I'll go ahead and take a quick break now because I'm going to show you the one on the left. I couldn't find anything that color because it was custom painted, but I'll show you a 30-second video of the original cabinet when I got it, and then I'll be right back. All right, so a quick video before painting the cabinet. I love this cabinet, but I hate the color. Let's see. It's actually pretty good shape. Brand new, it's about $1,600, but I got it used for about $400, $300, it was like $350. Plus the paint is probably end up costing me another, I don't know, $80 for paint. So this is the before, and I'll sand it and then I'll start painting it. Okay, I'm back. So you now you've seen what the cabinet looked like when I first got it. Um, like I said, the two on the right I got a year ago, and they were custom painted. And I looked for another one for a long time, and I finally found that one, but it was that terrible color that I hate. I ended up getting it anyway. I think it was $350 or something like that. And I just decided, you know what, I'll just paint it to match the other ones. So that's what I did. That's what you saw there on that quick video. Um, I'm very happy with the results. Most people, when they come here, if I don't tell them this one I painted to match those two, they'll think all three cabinets are all the same. And I did a clear coat. I put some clear coat on it, so it looks very nice. So what I did here, I took out one of the drawers so you can see what the drawer looks like. That's one of the questions people asked me when I did the first video a year ago, and I didn't show the drawer. It's very strong. These cabinets are very well built. They're probably gonna last, I don't know, 100 years. And you can see it fits the comic books, and then you still have a little bit of space here on the back. You can see the old color there. I didn't paint it because you don't really see that part. And again here, see, it fits the comic just perfect. Um, Actually, even if you have the thicker ones, I know some people ask me about that as well. The giant size or the king size ones, they fit just fine. As you can see here, those are the king size ones on the new slab, which is a little bit thicker, and they still fit just fine. So you don't have to worry about that either. And another reason I show you that 30-second video is that you can see the cabinet without the drawers as well. And it's very well built, and once you take out the drawers, it's actually not that heavy. I think the heaviest part are the drawers. When you put those stand there, it becomes very heavy and very difficult to move. So if you want to move them without the drawers, and then just put the drawers back when you're ready. Find a place for it. Another question somebody had is about this carpet. Uh, no, they don't come with that carpet. It's a carpet that I used before on my statue display, and actually I used it on those frames as well. When if you've seen that video on how I built those frames, I used the carpet on the back of the frames. And what I liked, and the reason I use it for this frame, is because they work really well with Velcro. You have like a piece of Velcro. See, it holds really well, and that's what I did in there. Behind each comic, on the top, I just put a little piece of the Velcro, and it holds the comic there. Even though I cut a little slot there to fit the comic so it doesn't fall off. I felt better about putting the Velcro on the back. I'm in an earthquake area, so I just want to be extra careful. And to me, that's the best way to display a comic book, is on the wall. But as you can see, there's 12 there, and look how much space it takes. Here I have like 12 more. It looks amazing, but if you have a lot of comics, to me, this is the best way to store them. It's a good compromise as far as displaying and storing them. You can see all 10 at one time, and it's not that expensive. Like I said, the cabinet, if you can get it for, let's say, even for $400, store 100 comics, it's $4 per comic, so it's not that bad. The carpet, it costs about I think it's like $4.60 or something per foot, per linear foot, on a 6 foot roll. So it's basically 6 feet for $4.60 or something like that. You can go to Home Depot. Here it is. Let me show you the information. You can go and get information on the carpet if you decide to use the same carpet. I got it from my local Home Depot store. Not all the Home Depot stores have them, but if you're lucky, I guess you have them in your area. Well, if you're wondering what this is something I came up with. I'm testing my UV cover, UV film that I used on my comic books to protect them from UV. So I'm putting this under the sun and see how the UV film, this one and that protects the book. So it will take a few more months, and I'll do a follow-up video on that. But yes, if you have any questions or anything, as usual, just write below, and I'll get back to it. Again, this is just my opinion. I'm sure, feel free to put your opinion there if you have a different solution or a different idea. To me, this is what I found to be the best way to store my comic books. And it looks good too. Those cabinets, they don't look that bad. Okay. Again, and to see all the other stuff I mentioned here, just watch the other videos. Okay. Thank you.